What is going on, guys? Matt O'Leary here with another video, and I'd like to get into an interesting topic today that was actually brought to our attention from Maurice Jones-Drew, former NFL running back, who is now an NFL analyst on the NFL Network. And obviously the schedule just came out at the end of last week. So now people are doing their typical win, loss, going down and predicting what these teams' records are going to be. And when he got to the New York Jets, he predicted them to have a fantastic season, something that would make me and every single other Jets fan incredibly happy. He predicted the Jets would go 13-4. The four losses he had for the New York Jets were against the Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles, the Bills on the road, and the Miami Dolphins on the road. A 13-4 season would be incredibly impressive. And basically what I wanted to get to here, the Jets have never won 13 games in their history. So that would be a franchise record number of wins. And I guess what I wanted to get into is this team good enough to set a franchise record in wins? They set their record of 12 in 1998. The 98 Jets were the number 2 seed that year in the AFC, and they eventually bowed out in the AFC Conference Championship game to the Denver Broncos, which obviously is a frustrating end to what was an incredible season for the New York Jets in 98. Then you had the 11-5 Jets in 2010, my favorite Jet team. They were incredible that year. They also lost in the AFC Championship game to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They were 11-5 in 1985, and then they were 11-3 in the 1968 season, which is the year that they won the Super Bowl, the 68-69 season. So Super Bowl III. They only played 14 games back then. They won 11-3 is a really, really nice year. But is this team good enough on paper where they could set their franchise record? Maybe. I think a lot would have to break right in order for that to happen. I think 11 or 12 wins for this team. I predicted them to go 11-6. I think best case scenario, maybe they go 12-5. They would have to play pretty much mistake-free football through 17 games. And, you know, I get it. Like when looking at the schedule on paper, that's fair to say lose to the Chiefs and Eagles, beat the Bills on the road, lose to the Bills on the road, lose to the Dolphins on the road. And that's where you only find the 4 losses. Over a full season, again, they would have to play, like everything would have to go right this year. The offensive line would have to stay healthy. You'd have to get a full season out of Becton. Dwayne Brown will have to stay healthy. Joe Tippmann would probably have to come in and play really, really well as a center in his rookie year. Laken Tomlinson's going to have to look like pre-New York Jet Laken Tomlinson, because for whatever reason, he stunk last year. That was bizarre. And on the defense, you're going to have another season where injuries don't really play a factor. The Jets got very, very lucky in 2022 on the defensive side of the football, where they did not suffer all that many injuries. A lot of their injuries came on the offensive side. So they would have to have some pretty good injury luck defensively. You know, the pass rush is good. You know, the corners are good. You're going to have a rebound Jordan Whitehead year, and the linebacking core is going to have to do just enough with, you know, CJ Mosley. Obviously, he's been really good. Quincy Williams is going to have to continue to get better, and maybe Jamie Sherwood, you know, looks like a mini breakout candidate. I'm not saying a Pro Bowler, but like he's better in his role than maybe anticipated. And obviously the most important part is Rodgers. So Rodgers staying healthy and looking like, if Rodgers looks like MVP Rodgers, yeah, they're probably winning, you know, 13 or 14 games, something like that this year. It's just crazy to me in a good way, like crazy in a good way. I'm not used to this, that we're talking about the Jets in this capacity of where they could set franchise records, or, you know, be an elite playoff team. Dare I say play a home playoff game? They haven't played a home playoff game since 2002. That's a long time. That's 21 years ago. There's people who watch this channel significantly younger than that. That was the year before that I really started getting into football and understanding what was going on. So, like, I've been watching the Jets for 20 years now. 20 years. And I haven't seen them win or play even a home playoff game. So that would be unbelievable. Win the AFC. I mean, a bye. I think Kansas City's probably the best team in the AFC. And I would put Cincinnati is a better team than the Jets. But if could they somehow sneak out a bye in all of this? Like, again, it's just crazy that this team is really in a spot where, they're getting some legitimate talk. And then you have the haters who are still saying, oh, they're 9 wins. They won 7 with a rotating cast of bozos at the quarterback position. Even if Aaron Rodgers replicates what he did last year in a down year, one of the worst years in his career, they're stumbling their way to 9 wins. I think the floor is 10. I think the ceiling is 12, but maybe things break right and they get up to 13. Man, would that be awesome. Can the 2023 Jets set the franchise record for wins in a season? That's what I want to know. Sound off below. Give me your answer in the comments or get after me on social media. Once again, I'm Matt O'Leary. Make sure to subscribe, share with a friend. I'll talk to you next time.